Take 3. Hello everybody, I'm Brooke. Welcome to my channel, and this is my very first vlog post. And I have to be honest with you, this is not the first time I filmed this. The first time I filmed it, I was so nervous that saliva kept coming out of my mouth, and it was very awkward. So much so that I had to refilm it, but by then I was sick, and that time I forgot to turn on the mic. So let's hope this time I've had enough practice, and I double checked the mic that it's turned on, so we should be good to go. If you follow me on anything, you've seen probably plenty of pictures of my cat and of my dog. And this is Margot. Margot, you'll come say hi. She said no. Alright. So, I actually really hate public speaking. This is a different vibe of everything, but I'm ready for it. Okay, so I specifically said to stay upstairs.
And I'm done.
I specifically said to stay upstairs. You were embarrassing me.
I'm embarrassing you.
Yeah.
Well, you do your thing. I'll just put in headphones and do stuff so you can just talk.
Yeah, please pretend that I'm not doing this. Okay, so let's get started. I asked you guys to give me a bunch of questions, and I'm going to answer them for you. So let's just start it off with something real simple. The age-old question, sweatpants or jeans? Sweatpants. 100% comfy. Alright, Nathan asked, if you could live in a world of any TV show or movie, what's your pick? So I thought about this one, since I've had time. Middle Earth. So like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, wherever it is that the hobbits live, or like with the elves, just throw me in with one of those people. Just not like the humans in Middle Earth. They're like the worst. They're the worst. Humans are the worst. I just think that'd be like the most perfect place to live. Also, I've noticed that like throughout the years, I've done different cosplays where I've worn elf ears, and it is like hands down my favorite thing to wear. I feel so cute, but like so powerful at the same time. Highly recommend it. Do you like vintage cars? No, I'm not a car person whatsoever. I don't really care about cars. I actually just up until recently was a car photographer, and I got to like go take pictures of the cars at dealerships that people were selling, new ones and used ones, and I got to be in every car you can imagine. Even then, when I was in the really expensive ones, just do not do it for me. I mean, vintage cars, they're cool, I just don't care. Like the one car I've always wanted since I was like, I don't know, 8 years old is a Volkswagen Beetle. A vintage Volkswagen Beetle would be really cool, but like I really just want like the shittiest one you can think of. How's your day going? Today, I mean, it's nighttime now. What did I do? I worked, but like my job is like giving music lessons, so that's pretty cool. And came home, worked out, made some food. Now I'm doing this. A couple of people asked me how I like started giving music lessons. How did you first get involved with the rock school / monochrome? How did you start giving music lessons? So, I actually never wanted to give lessons. Ryan, who owns the rock school / monochrome studios, we knew each other, but like not super well. And one day he asked me to meet him in the mall food court and to have a conversation, and I didn't think anything of it, but for some reason I said okay. So I showed up at the mall, and First 11 is actually playing like an acoustic set in the mall food court. Like there was nobody there. Ryan just said, I'm starting this thing. How would you feel about teaching? And I don't know, it just felt right. So I just said, yeah, sure, why not? So I am an OG member. Favorite transformation from Dragon Ball? This might be a really basic answer for fans, but honestly, the original Super Saiyan transformation in the Frieza saga, getting off the bus with my brother, we'd get dropped off at my grandma's house, and we'd watch Toonami. Oh my gosh, we were so stoked to put that on, and it would take like so many episodes for anything to happen, like OG Dragon Ball Z. But we were so bad at it. The original Super Saiyan, Frieza saga, Goku, that's it. Next question. Recent movie I enjoyed. Trying to find a lot of like good scary movies. They're hard to find. Like a good one's hard to find. And recently we watched this movie called The Barbarian, and it was just a whole lot of not what I expected. It was a great movie. Ended up being kind of funny, but it was definitely scary at the same time. I would recommend The Barbarian if you like scary movies. I thought that was just a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Shout out to my friend Casey. She hosts a horror movie podcast with two of her other friends, and I was actually a guest on it once, but they always have like the best scary movie recommendations. It's called How I Met Your Monster. So, love scary movies. If you have any in mind that I should watch, maybe post them down below. What is a big musical influence of yours that might surprise people? And I think this also is like more like when I got a little bit older, there's the music that you're surrounded with, you know, that your parents listen to, and it always like influences you in a way, but then when you first hear a different kind of music, that you're like, oh shit, this is my stuff. And that was growing up in the music scene around Erie, listening to pop punk. So emo pop punk music, like 2007, I remember going to my first Warped Tour and just loving everything about it. You were just like exposed to new people, new music all the time. Everyone was always really excited about it. And I feel like it really influenced what I loved so much about music. And that was when people would get together and just like bond over how a song would make you feel, and just being at the experience of a show and stuff. Dave Perkins asks, hello Dave, what strikes you first when you write? Melody, lyrics, vibe? And I would say it really depends. It's different every single time. And that's what I love about writing, is that like it's probably the hardest part about creating something is writing something from scratch, but like it's so exciting, especially when you finish it. I feel like I have like a writer's dance. Like as soon as I finish, I start like jumping around the house and I'm just like super stoked about something, and I'm singing it constantly because it's stuck in my head. Sometimes I will like hum out like a melody and then find words to fit inside of that, and depending on what those words are, it can really start to take like mold what the song is about. Other times, and this is a lot of times for a lot of my songs, because I write a lot from personal experience, I love to just like sit down with the guitar and just start to sing what I'm feeling. It's kind of like writing in a diary, and instead of me writing it down on paper, I'm got in the habit of singing out loud my day or how I'm feeling or what I'm going through. But if I do that while playing an instrument, it sets the vibe for what the song's gonna be. And you know, often that changes and lyrics will change and everything, but a lot of times I don't know how I'm feeling until I sing it. Validation of what I'm going through, and I recognize that, and it's my way of processing things. So it's different every single time, but that's definitely my favorite way to write. Skincare routine. Denise is a high school friend of mine, and yeah, we go way back. So hi, Denise. Well, we were growing up, I, for some reason, just have always looked 5 years younger than everybody else. So I've just always looked like a child, and it's helping me out now where it might look like I have a really dope skincare routine, but really I'm finally just starting to look a little bit older. I think I'm still growing up. I'm still growing into my face, and that's about it. Also, probably because I don't have any kids. Okay, there was a couple questions from YouTube, and I want to get to those ones. I feel like I need to take care of you guys better. I'm just so bad at social media. I'm trying. SMega1 asks, okay, I got two. Which was your favorite cosplay to make, and how do you feel about your music journey so far in regards to touring, recording? Love your music, pretty excited for everything. First off, thank you. And I think those are great questions. The one question about my music journey so far, I feel great. The one thing I wanted to accomplish last year, I had so many things I needed to accomplish last year, and I feel really good about doing that, and that's kind of gonna pave the way for this year in regards to touring. I'm really excited to just travel and start playing for new faces and people I haven't met yet, and that's the next step, and I'm really excited to start doing that with you guys this year. And second was, what was your favorite cosplay to make? So for anyone who's actually made a costume before, it can't always be fun. It's not always fun. So when I think about favorite, I'm going to say least stressful and the most fun. The one thing that comes to my brain first is when I made this Kid Goku cosplay, because it was so comfortable. I had this cute monkey tail, and I took a skateboard, and with the skateboard I took that great stuff that you use for wall insulation, and I made a flying nimbus, which is basically this cloud that this character would fly on everywhere. And me and my friends went to a convention in Canada, and I just have this memory of us being absolutely ridiculous. I was skateboarding down the aisles, and nobody cared. My friend Jess was Master Roshi, my friend Casey was Launch, and we were just the biggest kids ever, and we were all comfortable, and we had the best time ever. If I have to pick my most the one I was most proud of, it might be my Kaneki costume. Kaneki or my Fierce Deity costume. Those are the ones that were the hardest for me to make, and I made Kaneki's Kagune. I had these giant tentacles. See, that one wasn't as comfortable because I was walking through the halls like this, very stiff, trying not to smack people in the head with these giant foam tentacles. So that one I was really proud of, but you can just tell the difference that I wasn't comfortable, but I looked badass for sure. Ooh, I love this next one. It's not a question. Troy Harlan, hi Troy. He suggests some scooter vlogs. I think that's a great idea, and I will take you up on that. I think I'll just get a GoPro and slap it on there and take you guys around Erie, show you what I do on my scooter, go have some adventures. I think that'd be super fun. Oh, and then you also said, how many musical instruments can you play or do you own? Guitar, ukulele, piano, banjo, bass, mandolin. How many do I own? I think I own 6 guitars. I really don't own like a huge amount of instruments, just because the ones that I have, they were investments and I play them. So I don't really collect instruments. The ones I have like have a purpose and I absolutely love. So this one I got a couple times. Show your tattoos and their meaning. I don't know how many tattoos I have. I have a lot. You can't see them. Yeah. But I'll show you a couple. So this one I feel like you would see more than most. That one and this one on my arm. These two. The ones you see the most. So this one in Roman numerals is my dad's birthday, with some mountains that represent a Bible verse. With the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And it's one that I got on his birthday. He got to see it, and it's very special to me. And this one right here. So this is a portrait of my grandma and my grandpa, and a really cool story that goes with this one. So my grandma, she's a very special lady. She was a huge part of my childhood. I lived at my grandma's house probably till I was about 10 years old, and we're still very close. And when she was 15 years old, she was in love with my grandpa, and he was going off into the army, and she wanted to be with him, and her mom was totally against it. So she stole the car and drove out to meet him to marry him. And on the way there, she got in a car accident. And when she was in the hospital, they decided to get married in the hospital. And the picture that you are seeing here is the exact same picture of my grandpa and my grandma when they were getting married, because the newspaper wrote a story on it and took a picture of them. It's a good story. It's a very like Disney story in a messed up way. She got in a car accident. The other one is my mom's horse with the year that my parents got married. I have a few other ones like best friend tattoos, a couple animal tattoos, a couple nerdy tattoos, and my favorite one is my most recent one, and that is my back. I always thought it was so cool when I would see a girl with just like, I don't know, like a complete back piece. I always thought it was so cool, and I never thought cool enough to get one for myself. And I feel like 2020 really was like a big like, who cares? Who cares? Like, just do what you want to do. So I worked with this artist, Corey Thompson. He's absolutely amazing. Check him out. He owns Lost Dog Tattoo, and he made this huge geisha piece on my back. It covers everything. I'll show you a little bit of it, but you're not allowed to see all of it, because it's too much for you right now. You can't do that, no. But it's this geisha with fox and a crane, and the fox wolf creature. I asked Corey to give the wolf fox my dog's eyes. So Anya has one blue eye, one brown eye. I just wanted it. I think that's why I love it so much. I said like, I want to do something that I felt like I didn't think it was cool enough to do, and I'm gonna do it for me. 2 more. Thanks for sticking around. That's crazy. Okay, this question. What is your favorite food? Favorite food of all time and still like favorite? Tacos. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with tacos. Anything could be a taco. You can do it. You can have tacos for breakfast taco. I've recently not been eating as much meat, so I've been making like tofu tacos or like cauliflower tacos, and they're still so bomb. Also, anything with rice. Love rice. And popcorn. Popcorn's like my favorite snack. Like, I make it almost every single night. I love popcorn. And alright, we'll end with this one. So Bo asks, what's your definition of success in the music industry? And that is such a huge question. It's different for absolutely everybody, and one that I've had to adapt to, because I think for some people success means being able to support yourself and making a lot of money or having a lot of followers, and honestly all those things do represent success. But the one thing that's made me feel the most successful out of anything is being able to connect with people that I would never have had the opportunity to connect with or even talk to through a song. And that might sound cheesy, but that is success to me. And I feel like if I can support myself to continue to create more so that I can continue to connect with people and continue to express myself so that other people can feel like they are understood and can express themselves. I feel like it's this beautiful cycle of us feeling human and feeling heard and feeling important and feeling special, and for me that is my definition of success. So if I can do that for as long as I can, I feel like that's the most beautiful thing, and the thing that gives me the biggest smile on my face is being able to share what I feel, and through a music video or when I'm playing live and being able to talk to people afterwards. There's nothing quite like it, and I hope that everybody can experience that in some kind of outlet where they feel like what they're doing is important and special to them. I think everyone should feel that, and I'm very thankful for you guys for listening to me and making me feel that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your questions and wanting me to answer them, and I'm sorry if I'm a little awkward. We're gonna get better at this as time goes on. Honestly, when he walked in here, it made me feel really uncomfortable, and we're learning. This is a huge learning curve for me, and I need to get through it so that just enjoy it a little bit more, and I'm really excited. So I guess with that, we'll close out my first Q&A. So thank you again for being here, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and stream my album Moonwaves. It's out everywhere where you listen to music, and vinyl is about to be here. By the time I post this video, it might be here, and I'm really excited about that. So if you guys would like to go and pre-order vinyl or wait till it's out, go do that. Okay, so with that, I'll see you later. Okay, come here.
Oh.
That's a baby.
Oh.
Can you read this question out loud?
Why are you and Nate starting to look alike?
Do you see it? I sure hope not.
We're like twins.
You look like a creepy baby.
Can I go to bed now? I'm so
Yes.
tired.